Alright, here is another problem. This is question number 4 on the Unit 1 review. You have 2/5 x plus 12 equals 30. Now there's many ways you could do this, but I'm going to do the do and undo list again. I like this to help try to do this. And you can do this as well. You don't have to do it, but it seems to help some kids get organized. Alright, so the first thing that's being done to my variable, which is x here, is being multiplied by 2/5. So I'm going to say multiply by 2/5. The next thing, it looks like it's being added by 12. Alright, so we're going to divide both sides by 2/5, and then we're going to subtract by 12. So that's what we're going to do. So here we go. I'm going to subtract 12 to both sides. I'm going to bring down my 2/5. This becomes my zero pair. Remember, plus 12 minus 12 equals 0. Now remember, watch out. We talked about this. The signs are different, so that means I subtract. So that is 18, and my 30 is bigger, so it's a positive, so it's positive 13. Okay, now normally what we would do here is we would divide both sides by 2/5, and that's what we're going to do. Now you could have changed 2/5 to a decimal, which is 0.4. Now I want to kind of go over this little part right here. Alright, so what this means is you have 2/5 and you're dividing by 2/5. And if you remember back a long time ago when you were in elementary school, you'd do something called keep, change, flip. You'd keep the first one, you'd change the second one to a times, and then you would flip the second fraction. Right? Alright, I like to say really what you're doing is multiplying the reciprocal. So here's how it should look. It should look like 2/5 times 5 over 2. And if you cancel these out, think about it. 2 times 5 is 10, 5 times 2 is 10, 10 over 10 is 1. Alright? So this side here would just be 1x. So I'm going to erase this. Alright? So you're multiplying what we call the reciprocal. Or you could divide and then multiply the reciprocal, your choice. So I'm going to erase this part. So this ends up canceling each other out, and it just becomes x. Now the other side, let's do this. So this is 18 divided by 2/5. And because of that, we're going to put a 1 underneath it. So it's 18 over 1. Remember, keep, change, or otherwise what I say is like multiply the reciprocal, and reciprocal means flip it. And then I end up with this. Now I multiply straight across, so hopefully you take your calculator and multiply 18 times 5, and you would find out it is 90. Oops, excuse me, 90. And then 1 times 2 is 2. So when I multiply this, I should get an answer of 45. So my answer is 45. So x equals 45. And I could put it in the equation and see if it balances or equals, and it will.